In this video, I'm going to show you a bot that I've been using the last few weeks that has blown my mind. You can see right here the total returns of this bot are about 560% over a period of a year. You can see a chart that kind of shows you the general growth, and it's been very, very consistent. I've been using this just the last 3 weeks, and I'm already up almost 100% on my initial investment. So let's dive in, talk about this bot, how to use it, and how to get access to it. Hey guys, Spencer from Wealth Hacks here, where we teach you crypto without a bunch of hype. So what we're going to be showing you in this video is a bot that I've been using to trade Bitcoin specifically, but this can trade a lot more than just Bitcoin. And we're going to kind of show you the returns and how it works and take you inside of this, and you can decide for yourself if you think it's worth it. Now, the platform that we're going to be using for this to work on is called Stacked Invest. And so there's a link down below, obviously an affiliate link, and we'll kind of go over my results and how this whole thing works. So the platform runs on two different methods. The first one is just straight bots, where people have bots that are making trades, buying and selling for you. And the second way is it actually has baskets of crypto. So people will create certain baskets of cryptos, and you can go buy in and use those baskets of cryptos. Now, in order for Stacked to work, it actually has to connect with your exchange, and different bots work with different exchanges. And so if you can see right here, the most common exchange that works with all the bots that I've seen is FTX. And so there's a link down below to FTX if you want to get set up with FTX. But you can see right here, that's the only exchange that I have connected. It does work with Binance and Binance Futures on some of them, but not all of them. Now you can see here when we go to the marketplace, it's got strategies. So you can see featured strategy and stacks. Stacks are where it just takes a certain basket of cryptos and it just invests in those over and over again. And it can reallocate your funds to try to keep a balance between those cryptos. But essentially that's all it's doing. It's not trying to play the market at all. And then strategies are obviously different. Strategies are where it is playing the market. It's trying to capture those highs and lows and really play the market as it moves. So what I've been using, I tried first this NFT 11. You can see that's got a return of about 41,000%, which is crazy. But looking deeper into it, most of that is simply because the NFT market as a whole did very, very well. But if you're looking to get in on NFTs, this is a great option where you can say, hey, I don't want to do all this research. I just want to choose a basket that's done well. And someone has already created this NFT 11 basket that you can hop into, and it will allocate a portion of your portfolio inside of whatever exchange you're using to that. But we're going to look specifically at these strategies. So you can see right here, the Samurai Scalp strategy is the one that I've really been enjoying. There's 4 there that you could look at. The reason that I like the Samurai Scalp strategy is it's been very consistent. So it tells you about verified trades from about a year ago, meaning they can verify that this is what the trades have looked like for the last year for this Samurai strategy. And you can see here, it started at 0% and it's slowly gone up, and it's been very, very consistent. It's had some downs, but it's never had some like crashes really, right? Like this is probably the biggest crash right here. But overall, just been slowly going up with the market. You can see it's ridden good markets and bad markets. So between March of last year in 2020 and now, there's been some highs and lows, right? Bitcoin has done some crazy things in the last year and a few months. And you can see here that none of that craziness really affected the way this bot works. We didn't see a huge drop when Bitcoin dropped in April. We didn't see a huge spike when Bitcoin spiked over here in near the end of last year. What we have seen is over the period of about 14 months, we've seen a 560% increase steadily. And so I like that. Now you can contrast that. I was looking at some of the other strategies right here. We've got the Psycho bot, and the reason I didn't run with the Psycho bot is it's a lot more jerky. You can see it kind of just has these big wins or these huge losses right here. You know, it went from at 173% win, but then it had a massive, basically 173% drop again, and went right back down to where it started. Same thing here. A lot of that 1,000% came in this period right here, where Bitcoin in general just exploded. And so I wasn't super confident in this bot because it seems almost like it's following the trend of Bitcoin more than it's following, it's actually timing the market and seeing real trends. So back in this Samurai one, you can see right here, much more steady. And it's only won about 50%, but on its wins, it holds for a long time, and on its on its losses, it sells really quickly. And in that way, it only has to win 40% of the time or so in order to be a successful strategy. So to set it up, all we've got to do, it actually costs $99 a month. It's free to set up a stacked account, and then it's $90 a month in order to use this specific bot, and each bot has a different cost right there. But the first thing you've got to do is look at supported exchanges, see if you have any of these. You can see here I had FTX. You might have Binance Futures or KuCoin. I couldn't get KuCoin to work, so that's why we're running with FTX here. But you're going to want to go first and set up the FTX exchange. So you'll go right here, you'll click Add Exchange, and you'll choose your exchange. And then it's going to talk you through it, but essentially you're just using the API that's built into your exchange. Every exchange has an API, and it will tell you how to do it once you click in and choose one. So once you have an API all set up and working, then you're going to see it show up right here. Then we can go to our Samurai Scalp strategy right here. We can click Go to Strategy, and we can click Set Up right here. Now, there's not a lot that it gives you. It lets you choose your leverage and a few more basic things. Be careful on leverage. Don't over leverage yourself. You can see I chose 7%, but in this particular FTX account, I'm letting it run 100% of the Bitcoin that I have in there. Okay, so 100% of the Bitcoin that I have in there. You can tell it to manually set stop losses and take profits. I'm letting the bot do its thing. I think it's pretty clear the bot knows what it's doing, and so I'm going to let the bot do that. Once you set up those steps, you're going to click Save, and you're actually going to be done. The bot will be able to access your exchange and make these trades. And the thing about this particular bot is it doesn't do a ton. So if we hop in right here, you can see right here it's made 3 total orders for me. So you can see when I first started, it opened up a long order for Bitcoin, and it closed it out at about 62,000. So 58 to 62,000. I made about 30%. Then it waited, and it actually shorted Bitcoin, and it made money again. You can see it shorted it from 62,000 back down to 56,000, and it made about 50%. So this is pretty cool, right? Like without any work on my part, and without really understanding a lot of this stuff, it was able to catch the top of the Bitcoin and sell, and I was able to make another 50% in between there using some leverage and things like that. Now at this point, I was just using 5 times leverage. We're now at 7 times leverage, and I've added a lot more money into it, which is awesome. And it waited about 5 days and did nothing, which is good. It was waiting until it got the right signals. And then you can see right here, it jumped right back in again at 52,000. And as of right now, it's about 55,000, and I have made a 30% profit on my investment. So far, I've been in this for 2 to 3 weeks, and it's called 100% of the time a correct call. And I think that this chart shows that it's calling a lot of good calls here. You can see right here, it's a very consistent bot. Now, I can't say I've been running this for a year, but according to Stacked Invest, this has been running for a year, and they can verify that it's got these gains over the period of a year. Like I said, what I like is that it's actually catching the tops and bottoms of Bitcoin. It's not just following whatever trend Bitcoin has that month. So I think this will be very helpful as Bitcoin goes into some short bear markets or even a long-term bear market, to have this running simultaneously and to be able to balance out some of my long-term Bitcoin holdings that'll probably lose money as those markets see a downturn. So that's the bot. Remember, there's affiliate links down below to Stacked Invest, to FTX, to KuCoin, anything else that you need to run in order to make this work. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like non-flashy crypto videos.